Hello, DrR&D here. This is the introductory video for a series that I'm doing about purposeful networks and how you can participate in building such networks. This video focuses on the many points of contact that you and each of us has and how we can benefit from them. I'm using the name DrR&D because I want you to focus on the meaning of what I'm saying, not who's doing the talking. My research deals with results. I want you to think about results, but not just any old day-to-day results. Results that are long-lasting, broad-ranging, and deep. The ones that this world needs more than anything. If you want to know, I have more credentials than most and more experience. I'm the guy who spent more than a couple of decades doing research on what it takes to make good stuff happen for average people. How best to apply all this knowledge that we've been collecting and how to use the technologies we have to benefit us better. That's what my videos are about. This introduction is about organized networks, where I'm going to be talking about the importance of the many points of contact. Now please approach what I'm going to say next with an open mind and vision. Because it's not about the clubs or business organizations or multi-level anything, or about community organizations and government. The kinds of networks that I'm pointing to go way beyond anything that any human being has ever been a part of or has seen before. Even so, all of them will not amount to anything without individual involvement and participation. And that's where you come in with organized personal networking. This image you're looking at here is one I'm going to get back to in future videos. Here I want to drill down into some important details. I want to ask you to think hard about the diagram you're seeing here and some of the comments I shall make. For starters, let me mention some facts. First, anyone can reach just about any other person on Earth in less than a day. Practically every human being has instant access to the same communication system. This is the reversal of the Tower of Babel story. It's the opposite of tens of thousands of years of human history where we separated, lost contact, developed our own languages. I'm not saying that's bad, by the way, but I am saying that this is a huge development. Now if you notice, I have two sections in this picture: the internet and your personal network. Together they represent your access to the many points of contact. On the internet site, each word and every line represents billions of contacts and connections. The number for the whole system runs into the trillions. And the possibilities are literally infinite. On top of that, computing power makes it possible to process billions of these contacts and connections in seconds, in fractions of seconds. And literally, that's in your hands, and soon will be in everybody's hands. Now, there's several ways you can react to this. You can say, well, that sounds interesting, or you might not even say that, and dismiss it and ignore it, and say, well, thank you, but it's not for me. Or you could say, yeah, I've been looking at this, I think this is important. I've done some blogging, I have some social media accounts, I've even posted on some forums to see if I can get some exposure, and and I've tried to learn more, but it's just too much. Throw up your your hands. Or you can be more determined even and say, look, I'm going to study this. I'm going to figure out how to optimize my contacts with this powerful system. Millions of people are doing that. So whatever your reaction is, there are millions that are going to proceed and see what they can do with this system. And some of them will be very successful. And I think because of what they're doing, either you have to participate at some point or you will be left behind. By yourself, you can benefit greatly, but not nearly as much as when you collaborate. That's where purposeful networks come into play. Not just any kind, but highly purposeful, highly organized networks that do not exist today, and as far as I know, very few people have thought about in practical terms. A small group of us have been working to meet this challenge and opportunity that this image represents. There's an overview video that outlines part of our plan, and you can have access to that. There'll be some contact information at the end of this presentation. Just in case you haven't noticed, the purpose of this video is to burn into your brain that everything has changed because of the many points of contact each person has today, and how personal contacts are becoming more important than ever. Because it's the right-hand side of that diagram that has been lagging. And that's where highly purposeful, highly organized networks are going to be a game changer. Before finishing, I just wanted to re-emphasize the power of networks by looking at value. And fortunately or unfortunately, money is one of the better practical ways to do that. So today, August 21, 2013, I looked up the values, stock values of Facebook and Google. And Facebook is $94 billion and Google is $290 billion. Facebook was started about 2004 and Google was started in 1998. That means that for Facebook, it has been in existence less than 10 years, and it has gained value at $10 billion per year. Google has actually done better than that. Again, that's one measure, but it gives you an inkling of the importance of networks and what organization can do. And then I want to reiterate that the kind of networking and organization that we're talking about go way beyond Facebook and Google. And whether we do it or somebody else, it will happen. One last point I want to emphasize is that all networks and organizations are about you. Because without you, they cannot function. There's your personal network, your community network, and your enterprise network. As I also said, networking is going to go to a whole other level. And the aim is to integrate these networks for better results. That's what we're working on. There's an overview video that outlines the initial plan of the project we're implementing. It focuses on small enterprise networking. You can get access to it when you visit netpartners.net. I want to thank you for watching and invite you to work with us to build better networks.